Are you a small business owner who feels like you're just shouting into the social media void? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. So today we're going to dig into Mzansi magazine's fantastic guide on this. We'll break down exactly how you can stop, wasting money and start getting some real results. Let's do this.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to take a look at the modern business battlefield. Then, we'll unlock your social media superpower. After that, we're going to get our hands dirty and craft a winning ad, and we'll compare paid versus free strategies. And of course, we've got to talk about measuring what actually matters, and we'll wrap it all up by talking about why this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay, so let's get real for a second. The online world? It's pretty much a battlefield. Every single day, thousands of businesses are all fighting for the same pair of eyeballs. And for a small business, just getting noticed? That can feel like the biggest fight you'll ever have.
So that's the big question, isn't it? With all that noise, all that competition, how does your business actually stand out? How do you cut through all of that static and reach the people who are going to become your actual customers?
And that leads us right to the answer, social media. But listen, we're not just talking about it as a place to post your lunch. When you use it the right way, it's a genuine superpower for small businesses. And that's exactly what we're about to unlock.
This right here is the critical mindset shift. You've got to stop thinking of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or even TikTok as just, places for random updates. Think of them as direct, powerful communication lines straight to your ideal customer. They're absolutely essential tools for growth.
Now, what's really cool is how social media has multiple jobs, right? You can use it to build brand awareness, so people think of you first. You can target the exact type of person who needs what you're selling. You can literally drive them straight to your website. And maybe the most important part, you can build real, lasting relationships with them. It's like a Swiss Army knife for your business.
And when you put a little money behind it with advertising, whoa, the advantages are incredible. You get that targeted reach, so you're only talking to people who might actually buy from you. You get precise measurement, so you know instantly what's working and what's not. And you have the flexibility to change things up on the fly. No more waiting weeks for a report just to find out you wasted your entire budget.
Okay, so we know why we should be using social media ads. Now for the fun part, the how. Let's get really practical and walk through the exact steps to create an ad that actually gets people's attention.
Just think of this as your 6-step recipe for a killer ad campaign. It all starts with strategy, right? You got to know your goal and who you're talking to. Once you've got that foundation solid, then you move into the execution, picking the right platform, writing amazing copy, and using great visuals. And that final crucial step, test everything. Seriously, stop guessing what works.
Now, when it comes to identifying your audience, demographics like age and where they live, that's just scratching the surface. This is the next level, psychographics. It's about understanding why your audience ticks, their values, their attitudes, their lifestyle. This is the secret to creating a message that doesn't just get seen, it gets felt.
And here is a pro tip from the article that could totally change how you write ads forever. Stop talking about features. That's what your product is. Start talking about the benefits, what your product does for the customer. How is it going to make their life better? You have to remember, people don't buy products, they buy a better version of themselves.
And finally, we have the one step that separates the pros from the amateurs. Stop guessing what works. Test it. A/B testing is going to be your new best friend. You just create 2 versions of an ad, change one little thing, like the headline or the image, run them both, and let the data tell you which one wins. It really is that simple. All right, so let's get into the 2 main paths you can take on social media. You've got paying for ads on one side and focusing on free organic growth on the other. So, which one is the right move for you?
This breakdown really lays it all out. Think of it like this. Paid advertising. That's a speedboat. It's fast. It gets you exactly where you want to go, but it costs fuel and you got to be steering it all the time. Organic marketing, on the other hand, is like planting a tree. It's really cost-effective and it builds something strong and lasting, but man, it takes time and patience. The sweet spot for most businesses is usually a smart mix of both. So, whether you go with paid, free, or a mix of both, how in the world do you know if any of it is actually working? Well, you have to measure what matters. Let's look at the key numbers you absolutely need to be tracking.
First up, we've got reach. This one's the simplest. How many unique people actually saw your ad? Think of it like you're casting a net. A big reach number means you're getting your name out there, which is always the very first step.
If nobody sees you, nothing else you do is going to matter.
Next up is engagement. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. It's not just about who saw your ad, it's about who cared enough to do something about it. A like, a share, a comment, these are all signals that your message is really hitting the mark. Plus, high engagement tells the algorithms that your content is good, and they'll show it to more people for free.
Now we're talking. Website traffic. This metric shows you how many people were so intrigued by your ad that they left the social media playground and came over to your house, your website. That is a huge step. They're going from just being a passive viewer to an active prospect.
And finally, the one that really pays the bills, conversions. This is the bottom line. Did your ad actually lead to a sale, a sign-up, a download? This is the number that proves your social media isn't just some fun activity, it's a part of your business that's generating revenue. This is your return on investment. So, as we start to wrap this up, it is so important to get into the right mindset for social media success. It's not about one viral post or one perfect ad campaign. It's something much bigger than that.
This quote from the Mzansi magazine article just nails it perfectly. Social media is more of a marathon than a racing event. It's not about quick wins. It's about patience, it's about consistency, and it's about showing up day after day for your audience.
So please remember this. The real goal here isn't a single victory. It's about sustained growth. And that kind of growth only comes from building a strong, real, long-lasting relationship with your audience, a community. That's the true foundation for success that lasts. So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Don't just think about all this stuff, do it. Based on everything we just covered, what is the one simple ad you can test this week? Just one. Get it out there, see what happens. Get started. Thanks so much for tuning in.